Adjective agreement in German language. Let's separate this story in two parts. And part number one will be about the nominative case. In the second video clip, I will explain how it works in the accusative case. Okay, adjectives. Imagine why do we use the adjectives? We use adjectives to describe people, places, or different items, different things. For example, look, this is a beautiful rose. And what we can tell about this rose, we can tell that die Rose ist rot. So I used color, the rose is red. Okay, but we can say it differently. Actually, we can say, das ist die rote Rose. So this is the red rose. And if we analyze these two sentences, we realize that in both sentences we use the same color, red, but the adjectives, both adjectives, they used in different forms. In the first sentence, we just used adjective rot, red, like we took it from the same form we took from dictionary. But in the second sentence, suddenly we see that we use an ending. And the question is why? Why do we have to change our adjective? My answer is, in the second sentence, our adjective is used before a noun it describes, not after the noun. If we use an adjective before a noun we describe, we need to use this adjective with specific endings. There are different endings, we will analyze them, but keep in mind, ending must be always there. There is no case when an adjective will be used without any endings. Okay, and this is only one part of the rule. The second part of the rule, we always have to keep eye, we always have to see what is used in front before the adjective. So, and here we have three options. Option number one, we have specific der words which may be used before the adjective, will precede the adjective, and adjective will receive specific endings. Or we can see sentences with such called Einwords. Einwords may precede the adjective, and then adjectives will be used with different endings. Or we will not see any Einwords or der words at all, and then adjectives may have different endings. And we will see these examples. Let's start with der words. Again, this is the nouns we describe: the red rose, fast car, intelligent student, and interesting books. So I just pick randomly nouns with different genders and plural plural forms. Okay, and now let us review what kind of der words do we know. So der words are our definite articles, der, die, das, and another definite articles. Demonstrative pronouns, this one, dieser. So such word as jeder, every, jener, that, manche, some, solche, such, and welcher, question word which. Okay, so how do we create sentences by using such der words? Die rote Rose ist schön. The red rose is beautiful. Dieses schnelle Auto ist teuer. So this fast car is expensive. Jeder intelligente Student lernt Deutsch. Every intelligent student learns German. And welche interessanten Bücher sind wichtig? Which interesting books are important? So those are examples. So once again, let's review those sentences. And as you see in all these sentences, the nouns we are used, they are used in the nominative case. So for nominative case, we have specific endings of adjectives after you when such der words are in front of adjectives. So let's keep in mind those endings. As you see, we always use ending a unless we use a noun in plural form. Then the ending of our adjective will be ending en. So how it works in grammar? Let's say, for example, we describe this picture and we see that the weather is warm on this picture. So we will say, das Wetter ist warm. In this sentence, we use our adjective after the verb, after the noun. But we can rewrite the sentence and say, das ist das warme Wetter. As you see, we changed our adjective warm. We put ending a to the end. Why we did so? Because we have preceding adjective, which precedes by a der word, and we just use one of endings a from our structure, from our rule. So that is the way how it works with der words. Okay, what's about ein words? We use the same nouns, but not, let us review ein words in German language. Ein words are indefinite articles. Ein, eine, einen, eines, einem. So any indefinite article. Then negation kein, and you remember that kein may be used with different endings as well. For example, keinen. Yeah? And then possessive adjectives. Mein, dein, sein, his, unser, euer. So all possessive adjectives. Okay, so let's create a couple of sentences. Das ist eine rote Rose. This is a red rose. Das ist ein schnelles Auto. So this is a fast car. Das ist kein intelligenter Student. This is not a smart student. Und das sind meine interessanten Bücher. So those are my interesting books. Again, we use all nouns in the sentences in nominative case. So why do we change our endings? So what is the purpose? What is the logic of now using different endings of adjectives? Look, the logic is in this way. I can explain it in this way. So when we use a noun which is feminine, with a preceding adjective with ending a, let us recall that feminine nouns, they have definite article d. So what we did, we took the last element from definite article and we use it with our adjective. Now, adjective will indicate the gender of our noun. So the same with car. So you remember that car is das Auto. So look, we took this S from das and we use it with adjective. Student is der Student. So this is male student. Der Student, we use ending er at the end of our adjective. So for plural forms, keep in mind we always use ending en. What's about unpreceded adjectives? What's about we use adjective without ein words or der words in front of them? How it works? So this will work the same way it works with ein words. For example, this is red rose, das ist rote Rose. This is fast car, das ist schnelles Auto. This is intelligent student, das ist intelligenter Student. And those are interesting books. Das sind interessante Bücher. So, when you compare the ending of unpreceding adjectives are the same as endings of adjectives used after ein words. The only one difference is, and this is very important, we change ending in plural. So when we use nouns without ein words or der words and we have to describe them, we have to use ending a. That is important. Please memorize it.